Welcome all IP students in this class. Let's learn bar chart. Bar chart represents the data either in vertical bars or using horizontal bars, and it is used to represent the data when we want to compare the quantities. For example, if I want to represent your score in the subject of IP, I will make a bar chart. At x-axis I will give your names, and at y-axis the height your score obtained in IP will determine the height of the bar created. So in the given example, we are going to represent the information that how many runs have been scored in the various over ranges from 1 to 10. In this example, 65 runs have been scored. From 11 to 20 overs, the run scored is 55, and likewise. That means at x-axis we want the overs to be mentioned, and at y-axis we want the runs scored to be used for making the vertical bar. Programmatically, bar function has been called using PL, which is actually the alias for matplotlib.pyplot. We can use any other name as well. PL.bar. The first parameter passed is over range 1. This value will be used to determine x-axis status. What values will be used to for x-axis, comma, runs scored 1, and this will determine the y-axis and actually the height of each individual bar. For first value of 1-10, the bar will be at the height 65. For 11-20, the bar will be at height 55, and so on. Rest of the functions x label, y label, and title determines the appearance of this bar chart. For x-axis labeling, we are giving the label over interval using x label function. Likewise, using y label, we are giving the y label runs scored, and the title of the chart has been given as India's scoring. India apostrophe S scoring, and for apostrophe to get printed, we have to use the escape character, which is \apostrophe. Let's go for the next example. Write Python program to draw a bar chart with the following information. Such type of questions are possible in exam. We are supposed to create bar chart for the following information. For each bird, the population should be displayed by the bar. That means numerical value population will be used for y-axis, and the x-axis value will be at birds. Birds, peacock, parrot, and monal, these values will appear at x-axis. So we will make two lists to make this program. In the first list we will store the birds, and in the second list we will store the population values. After that, pl.bar, we will call the function bar function either using PL, but in this example we have used the name PLT because we have imported the matplotlib.pyplot with the name PLT. So in this main line plt.bar, we are passing two parameters, but I think the question is still not complete because a point is saying for making this chart you will use x label as birds, y label as population, title of the chart should be birds population, and the color of the bar should be green. That means we need to customize more things, and you will have to specify the import statement as well. So in the answer portion you can notice, first of all we are importing the required module, then we have created two lists, and in the next line we are calling the bar function. The first parameter is birds, the next parameter which is used for y-axis is population, and as per the question we need to specify color also. So we are passing third parameter color, and the value is G represents green. The next line is about x label, which as per the question should be birds, y label which should be population, and title should be birds population. All the functions x label, y label, title, show, orbit, bar, all function we are using of which module? matplotlib.pyplot, and we are given the name PLT alias here. Once this code is executed, the output will appear like this. At the x-axis, the birds list values peacock, parrot, monal, flycatcher, and crow are appearing. This birds word is appearing because of the x label function, This population word is appearing because of bi-label function. This birds population is appearing because of title function. And the height of each bar is determined by the values in the list population. And we can see this function because of the calling of the show function. If this line is missing from the program, the bar will not appear in the output. Now we will learn how to change color and width in bar chart. In the previous example also we have changed the color, but we will change width as well. In this given example, if we focus on the main line pl.bar over range 1 comma runs scored, it is same as the previous example, the first one we have discussed, comma width is equal to, that means we are learning the new parameter of the bar function, width parameter, and for each bar we are giving different width value. For the first bar the width value used is 0.1, for the next bar the width value used is 0.2. So we are customizing the width of each bar, and there are total 5 bars, that's why we have passed the 5 values in the list. Right now in the color parameter we have given only one value G, that's why all the bar have the same color, but we can customize, we can give different colors as well by giving the colors in the list format, for each bar separately giving the colors. If we do not give the width, the bar width by default is 0.5. Rest of the things are same. Next thing to learn about the bar chart, or be it any chart actually, is making use of xlim and ylim function, because by default we do not pass the values used at x-axis and y-axis are determined by the system. For example, in this chart you can notice 0, 10, 20, 30, 40. So the beginning of y limit value is 0 and the last value is like 80. This is about y lim, the limits used at the y-axis. Likewise, there can be limits at x-axis also. We can customize these things by using the functions xlim and ylim. So in the given example, plt.xlim, for the x-axis it is giving the limit that the starting value should be minus 2.0 and the last value used at the x-axis should be 4.0, and in between, as per the data in the question, the midpoints will be determined automatically. But this xlim function only determines the beginning and the end point used in plotting the chart. Next functions to learn is about xticks and yticks functions. Xticks and yticks functions are giving customized name for each position at x-axis or y-axis. We will learn this thing more practically. So right now I am just copying this code and we will come to the IDLE, and in this I am going to open a new file and just pasting here. In this example, if I do not use the xticks and something is missing also, show function. So let's first understand the program. There is a x-axis list which is containing the values nuclear, hydro, gas, oil, coal, biofuel. Energy list is containing 6 numerical values. That means energy label for each of these. For nuclear the energy label is 5, for hydro 6, and for gas 15. X underscore pos is an array, numpy array, which will contain the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because you are passing to the arrange function the value 6. Now the main part is calling the bar function, and when we are calling the bar function we are passing this numpy array x underscore pos comma energy. That means at x-axis we are using the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and for y-axis we are using the value in the list energy, and the bar color should be green color. Rest of the things x label, y label and title will be as per the values passed here, and right now we are not using xticks. Later on we will again execute by using it. So when we will run this program, first of all we need to save definitely. So right now I will save with the name A1, and you can notice in the output the values used at the x-axis are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. For first bar the height is 5, for the next bar the height is around 7, or we can cross check 5, 6 or 5, 7, 5, 6, 15, 22, 40, 5, 6, 15, 22, this is around 26, no, 24, okay, and after that 8. So the height of each bar is determined by the second parameter which is passed right now is energy. In this manner this bar chart has been created. Nothing is special, like means we understand this concept of X label, Y label as well as title of the chart, and no X-ticks has been used so far. Now if we start using X-ticks, that means if I remove this comment, this line will become the part of the program, and what it is doing at the X-axis, right now you are using the values from the X underscore pause 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to replace them with the value in this X, which are the values nuclear, hydro, gas, oil, coal and biofuel. So if I run this program, the values at the X-axis will be replaced now. You can notice now X-ticks are nuclear, hydro, gas, oil, coal and biofuel. In this manner we can use X-ticks and Y-ticks also. Let's continue with the next thing. Next is horizontal bar graph. So if we want to make a horizontal bar graph, we will call the function bar h. The first parameter is right now in this example is cities. So the cities are appearing actually at y-axis. Kanpur, Lucknow, Prayagraj and Varanasi are the sequence in the cities list, and this is appearing at the y-axis. Means when you are using bar h function, the first parameter values determine the y-axis thing. And next is comma temp. Temp is a list again, and for each city it determines the height of the bar. For the Kanpur city, if you notice, the bar height is 42. For the Lucknow city, the bar height is 39. Bar h function is used to make horizontal bar chart. And rest of the things, X label, Y label, title and show are as per the previous program. Next example, create a horizontal bar graph of following data. Add suitable labels. So in this is the question part, and you are supposed to write the code through which you are making the bar chart, particularly horizontal bar chart. So in this case, at the y-axis definitely city, and at x-axis population should appear. So you will make two lists, city and population. You are storing the values as per the question. After that you are calling the bar h function. Definitely you have imported the module required. This is a compulsory part of whenever you are making a program of creating charts. Using this PRT, you are calling bar h function, and you are passing two parameters, city and population. So when you are calling city bar h function, city will be at y-axis and pop will be at, pop means population. Right now I have given the short name pop, so it will be used to make the and determine the height of the bars used. Now be a little bit alert about this, because the cities are at y-axis, so we will use y label city, not X label city, and likewise for X label we will use population. Once we give the show also, and we will use this code to, and execute, the output will appear in this format. Population is at x-axis as per X label function. The Y label function city is missing right now, so maybe I have executed the different code. In that case I will execute this code again to make sure that this is the same output. Let's come to the ideal again. I'm going to make a new program and run it. A2. So this is city is here. So this is X label city. Y-axis is definitely population, and title I have not used, so no title of the answer. This output is missing the label at the y-axis. I will replace it later on. And next is show. Because of the show you are seeing the output. Then comes the topic of multiple bar charts, which I will explain in next video. Right now that much is sufficient. Please practice them, all the programs in this video. Please write the code on the Python shell and execute yourself. Thank you all of you.